Am I okay with someone determining that there's something about her that is only worthy of being a late night call? Am I okay with that for her? Would I let this happen to her? Would I let her be a late night drunk second option?
Where's your dad? Where's your father in all this? Right? I mean, that's what we're supposed to ask, right? I'll ask the obvious question. Where's your dad? Did mom divorce him? Did he leave? Is he a drunken piece of shit? I don't know. What, like, where is he? I'll tell you right now, my daughter is not making those videos. My 23, I don't know, she's probably about the same age. She's not making those videos. This is not a concern for her. Where's your dad? That's really what she wants. Well, if I had a dad, then I wouldn't make these drunken hookup calls in the middle of the night. I'm not okay with my little girl being this way. And that's me, my little girl. And I care about me. Well, good. I mean, I'm glad you have some self-concern, right? At least we're having the step in the right direction here. But that's what we're supposed to think. And if you looked at if you look at the comments that are both in the, because I pulled this from Twitter, but if you look in the comments in the Twitter thread that this is attached to, and you look at the comments on, I don't know how many comments she has on this right now. Maybe she's got more. Is that 3,000? I can't really, 3,100, 3,161, something like that at the time of me pulling this. Yeah, that's what, oh, well, you know, you need to have respect for yourself, girl. Well, if you had respect for yourself, why are you on Tinder in the first place? Why are you doing drunken hookups? Why are you hooking up at all? I'm not okay with this. Well, I'm glad and we're supposed to, oh, yes, girl. Oh, thank you. Good. Yeah. I have hope for the future. It's not about the results. It's not about the consequences. It's about like, hey, where's your dad? Or it's these guys don't respect you. You can't just get with these booty calls. This is the voice of a woman who can't lock down those guys. How many of the guys that she's had like single, you know, one night same night lay, SNL, had a same night lay with, or booty call, or doesn't care about you, doesn't want to take you home to meet the folks, doesn't want to, you know, make it official on Facebook. You're starting from a position where it's like, that's not the case. First off. And we're supposed to feel bad about, or we're supposed to, you know, men and women are supposed to fill the role of your dad, who should have been there really kind of defending your honor kind of thing, I guess. Or I've said that it's not really, technically it's not mate guarding, but I think it comes from the same place, is when your brother wants to beat the shit out of the guy that like used you or, you know, you broke up with, or your dad wants to go and beat the shit out of the guy that like broke your heart. That comes from the same place as mate guarding, by the way. Like if you have a boyfriend and he doesn't want you to go out on girls' night out, that's maybe it's a little bit different because the motivation is different. But when it comes to like, what is it? Kin altruism, kin selection, brothers and fathers are there to chase away the guys that they go, that guy's a piece of shit. And I don't care if you're in love with him. And I don't care if he's Romeo. He's not touching you. Be glad, ladies, if you have a father like that, because he's got discernment and he doesn't care about being judged as being judgmental, right? He doesn't care about your assessments. He's looking out for your best interest. And guess what? Now you have to do it, because we've so devalued masculinity. We've so devalued conventional masculinity, and everything's toxic. And imagine dad saying, you know what? I don't want you to get these drunken hookups with in these same night lays. What's this Tinder shit? Why are you on Tinder? Imagine you have a guy or your brother, even. It doesn't have to be your dad. It could just be a concerned male member of your family who at least shares half of your genetics, and says, what are you doing with these pieces of shit? Oh, you're being judgmental. You're toxically masculine. Yeah, well, here we are 4 years later, and she's like, "Oh, well, look at me when I was a little kid. Let me jerk your emotions a little bit. Let's do a tear jerker here. Let me appeal to your emotions. You want to talk about leading with emotions? Remember we talked about that earlier? Here it is. Here you go. It's not about the fundamental mechanics of it. It's not about that. Well, you know, if I keep doing this, I'm going to really end up with a really bad guy. It's not that. Oh, look at me. I got to protect me because nobody else did. Lead with emotion. Here I am. Like if I'm her dad, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I have said exactly the same thing to my daughter. What the fuck are you doing? No, I don't like that guy. No, I'm not going to have anything to do with that guy. No, you don't get my approval. Remember when, like this is like some like really kind of noble, like fairy tale fantasy. I know, but like there was this, do you ever see Braveheart? You seen the movie Braveheart? I hate to use fiction, but actually it's not fiction. It's actually a real story. But in Braveheart, and I forget, William Wallace. Yeah. William Wallace, when he's a young man and he wants to marry that one woman, this is the beginning of the movie. He goes and he asks her father for her hand in marriage. May I marry your daughter? That used to be a thing. And God damn it, if somebody wants to marry my daughter, you're going to come to my front door, just like William fucking Wallace. You got to kick my ass first. And once you've kicked my ass, then you can ask me for my daughter's hand in marriage. That's pretty much going to be the thing. So if you're dating my daughter, that's how it's going to work. You better be able to kick my ass. You better be able to provide for her. You better be an alpha, and you better ask my permission. That's the protocol. And we think, oh, it's so romantic. No, it's not romantic. That had function. That had a reason. It's like saying, hey, I want to be part of your family, bro. Hey, I love your daughter. Yeah, she's a hot piece of ass, but I know eventually we're going to have kids, and I'm going to blend my family with your family and my kin with your kin and my clan and your clan. We're going to put all that together. What do you say? Is that a good deal? And the guys, like women will say, oh, men will just exploit them and they'll just do prearranged marriages. No. That's not what this is. This is the guy who fell in love with a woman, fell in love with the girl, and rather than elope, they go and do the right thing. Dad says, yeah. You're a good dude. I will be honored to have you as part of my family, or to blend our families together. That's where that came from. My genetic legacy and your genetic legacy. Yeah, it sounds like a good combination. Cool. Yeah, I'm good with that. You're a good dude. I'll go to war with you. I'll go, I'll have a family. I'll sit across from you at Thanksgiving, right?